welcome. Hopefully everybody can hear me. There we go. How is everybody tonight on TransTrem Thursday? You may ask yourself, what is TransTrem Thursday? Self, what is TransTrem Thursday, hey? Well, TransTrem Thursday is just a hangout. We come out, hang out, talk about guitars, talk about Van Halen, talk about music, and I just happen to be sitting here with a guitar with a TransTrem on it. So therefore, TransTrem Thursday. So welcome in to everybody. Like to welcome in everybody in the chat. Let me take a look here. Trying to, well, we got a lot of people in here so far. Say hello to a few people. And we'll get started here. Man, the chat's rolling. You guys are awesome. We got it for first guest. We have Mr. R2R3, Locking Nut. R2R3, what's going on, dude?
What's going on, brother?
Yeah,
sounding good,
man. Thank you. Yeah, hitting a few chords and a few strings, bending a few notes. So far, so good. How's things been going with you?
All right, dude. Awesome day at work. Can't complain.
Cool.
Gonna probably get some snow tomorrow, but I'm not gonna worry about that.
Yeah, we've been a little rainy here, but we've had some pretty good temperatures, so no complaints. Looks like spring is right around the corner. So we've got, somebody else ringing the bell.
Oh.
We have, he's running away. Oh, now he's back. We have Mr. Robbie Stingle.
Robbie! It's fire time!
Open the blast doors.
Blast doors are open, Robbie. Come on in. How's it going, dude?
What's up? How's it going, Ryan? How's it going, R2?
Going good.
All right,
going good.
brother. Good to see you, man.
Like I said, let me get to some of these people in the chat. We'll say hello. We got, man, this thing is rolling. Can't keep up. We have Mr. Zach Thong. Welcome in, dude. How's it going?
What's up, Zach?
Graphite and Cigars. Good to see you. We've got Tim Thomas. Hey now.
Cheers, brother.
Ryan Hall. Welcome in, dude. Let's see. Nightbot. Yeah, Nightbot was being an ass. It's his first night in the chat.
Yeah.
So
all he was doing is just typing in emojis. I'm like, uh-oh.
He was having delusions of grandeur or something. So I had to kick Nightbot out of here. So I'll get him fixed up and adjusted, and we'll have him back in the chat at some point. Let's see. John DeShane, welcome in, brother. Good to see you. William De Silva, good to see you in.
Cheers,
Nightbot, you can get the hell on out of here. I don't know why he was doing that. I'll have to find that setting and turn it off.
Say, what were you thinking, Ryan Hall?
Yeah, Ryan Hall, what were you thinking?
Warning.
So I've got him kicked on out of there. Mike Olson, welcome in, dude. Good to see you.
That is not right.
Yeah. Hip Metal Works, good to see you, man.
What's up,
let's
man?
See who else we got. It's Mike as himself.
Mike is himself.
I'm glad that you're here as yourself and not somebody else.
He's another Chicago brother.
Cool. Let's see who else we got here in the chat. Thomas Santiago, welcome in.
Thomas.
Rob Blackmore Official, welcome. Let's see who else. Did I miss anybody? Got Megatod 707, welcome in, brother.
What's up, Megatod?
Janice Lala, good to see you.
Hey, Janice.
Let's see.
Right.
Who else? We got Bryce Regal. Yep.
Yeah, what's
got
up,
him
man?
in here. Symmetry is saying cheers from the road. He sent me a picture earlier. He is just in some nasty traffic, so
traffic.
Maybe when he gets home he'll jump in and say hello.
Drive
we
safe,
might also have a special guest a little bit later, but I can't say anything more than that.
Oh.
So we will see. Six Fingered Assault, welcome, brother.
What's up, man?
Let's see. Who else we got? Who else? Guitar Man 45.
Guitar Man 45.
What's going on? Let's see. We got a new face here. Storied Wolf 66. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you.
Welcome, man.
Let's see. Who else?
Another sub.
Let's see. I believe so far I have got everyone in the chat. We're caught up.
Man.
So we'll catch some new folks as they come in. We got 28 watching already. Man, that's cool. Give us some thumbs up. If you're lurking, just, give me a subscribe and say hello to all the neighbors in the chat. So yeah, what's been going on, Robbie? How you been?
Oh, I've been doing all right.
You been working on some guitars?
Yeah, I have been. Today, I used the car buffer on this.
Oh, nice.
This is the Frankenstein body.
The Frankenstein.
Wow, look at that.
Very
Look
nice.
at that.
Very nice. Now, who was this that sent you this? Who were you working on this for?
Rock Show.
Rock Show. Cool.
I painted the 2 cavities that aren't going to have a pickup. I filled in the holes. I filled in the holes that I'm not going to use. And painted those black also.
Cool.
Plucked out the back. And filled the holes that I'm not going to use for the trem cover.
Very nice. The Frankenstein.
Yeah. About 3 hours of buffing with the car buffer. Wore me out.
Yeah, I bet. Did you have to clamp it down somehow, or did it keep shooting off across the room?
No, I just held it close. Held it close. I'm gonna have to do a little more sanding on where the pickup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Zora, hold this.
I was gonna say I could just see Zora, dodging that thing as it shoots across the room.
I gotta take the paint off of where the pickup is gonna go because I need to make a shim. I need to make a shim to direct mount the pickup in.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, this gray stuff, somebody sprayed it with like noise, RFI current, which I don't like.
Yeah.
And he's got this pickup for it. He talked to Marcelo Juarez, and Marcelo wound this experimental pickup for him.
Oh, nice.
It's a Trembucker 8.25K Alnico 2-bridge pickup with staggered windings.
Very cool.
4-conductor.
Nice. So he'll be able to split it and tap it or whatever he wants to do with that, huh?
Oh no, I'm just gonna twist white and red together and tin it and tape it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just easier for me to work with the 4-conductor.
But eventually, it could.
You don't have to try to, solder the casing onto the pitometer and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of pickups, I think we had somebody sneak in. Dan, let's see. Yeah, there he is. Dan Gorman. Welcome in.
What's up, Dan?
Good to see you, brother. Speaking of pickups, Dave Friedman and Mike, I can't say his last name. How do you say it? Trzanski? Is that right?
Oh,
they had a live show they did, and they were selling some stuff.
Yeah, Mike Trzanski. Yeah, and then Tone Talk, right?
Yeah, Tone Talk. Yeah. So they had several things they were getting rid of. I think there was an amp that went. Dave Friedman sold a Kramer guitar, which he didn't give a price for. He said, I'll take bids. So who knows what that went for, but I was interested in that. He had a Jose modded Marshall that he was offering up for sale. I think he said the bidding started at $15K.
Oh.
So I was like, nope, won't be buying that. But I did pick up a pickup.
You picked up a pickup?
Ironically, yeah, I picked up a pickup. And it is the Friedman Classic Plus. In my Friedman T guitar, I have a Classic in that guitar, and I really, really like that pickup. It's nice, it's clear, it's punchy. And what I'm thinking of doing is taking the Classic Plus and putting it in
The Steinberger. No.
This guitar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the custom Steinberger. The pickup that's in here now, it's a Seymour Duncan. Since we're talking TransTrem Thursday, I'll talk about this guitar a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a Seymour Duncan that's in here. I pulled it out and I looked at the back, and I can't really tell what it is. I think it's a custom, but it's really bright and really brittle sounding in this guitar to my ears.
Yeah.
I know that when I play it sometimes on the show, I can just hear it. It's like ice picks in my ear. Maybe it sounds a little better coming through with compression and whatnot, but I'm going to put it in here, and I may do a live stream with changing out this pickup.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I'd like to
maybe
hear that.
next TransTrem Thursday or something. Who knows?
There
Or a
you go.
lazy Sunday. Who knows? But yeah, so maybe a new pickup in this guitar before too long.
That's
So,
cool, man. And you picked
yeah.
it up from Dave Friedman, so that's
have a little history
legit.
behind it.
Yeah. What's up, Tony? Tony in the house. Good to see you, brother.
We got any new folks in the chat? Yeah, we got Fruitcake Tony. He's in.
Tony.
Everybody check out Fruitcake Tony's channel. He gave me a nice shout out last night, so I appreciate that, Mr. Tony. Do the same for you. If you haven't checked him out, check out his YouTube channel. Do you have a link, R2R3, you could share with everybody?
Sure.
If I had Nightbot under control, I could put it in there and share it with everybody. But
Nightbot is misbehaving.
Nightbot was being quite naughty, so we had to get rid of him. So yeah, everybody check out Fruitcake Tony. Give him a sub. Got a pretty cool Van Halen show on Wednesdays called Halenville, and some other cool stuff.
Right.
So check him out. Let's see. Anybody else that I missed? Nope. Looks like we got everybody so far. Oh, we have a newcomer, ET5150. Good to see you in the chat, man.
There we go.
He says that he has a custom in a Strat and would class it as ice picky. Yeah, I was surprised with the tone of this particular pickup. Like I said, I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but based on the markings, I think it's a custom. And it could just be that guitar, it doesn't play kindly with. So we'll see. All right, so there's the link for Fruitcake Tony's YouTube. Give him a subscribe.
Yeah, check him out on Wednesdays for Halenville and Saturday for Show Me Your Pick.
Now, I haven't seen Show Me Your Pick. What exactly is that?
Show Me Your Pick. What Tony does is he collects guitar picks. I mean, he's like the mega guitar pick collector. So what he'll do is show off some picks. He'll have a band, let's say, just anyone in, have a band, show the pick, have some trivia about it, talk about anybody seen the live show of that particular artist.
Cool.
Definitely check it out, man. It's really cool. It's fun. The trivia is awesome. Everybody just joins in and gives away a couple picks. That's how I won my Kramer pick, my Bon Jovi pick, a couple extra picks on there from some YouTubers that are in the chat. So it was a cool hangout.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Cool people.
Everybody
Definitely
check them out. We got Holly Lewis has just joined us. Welcome in, Holly. We're going to have a nice, happy little chat here tonight, Holly. Going to play some nice, fluffy chords and do some chord bends with TransTrem and have some nice coloring on our music tonight. How does that sound, Holly? Holly teases me. She made a comment on one of my videos. She says I'm the Bob Ross of guitar.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, you remember that guy that painted the happy trees? And
when you said fluffy chords, I'm like, oh my god!
What the hell are you talking about? I think it was from the TransTrem videos where I had my phone recording and I was right here near the phone. So as I'm talking, I'm typically a soft talker, so it kind of came across Bob Rossius, I guess. So thank you, Holly, for that. Yep, some happy clouds. So
happy clouds.
I have to laugh about that. Yeah, fluffy chords are good too. So what else you got going on, R2R3? I saw some shorts you posted.
Oh, yeah. Put out a couple shorts. Some were good, some were bad. Some got some. No, I say bad in the sense of depending on the views, but it doesn't matter. It's all about having fun.
Yeah.
I put a couple shorts. I actually have about like 5 more that I've already been working on, so I'll put them out little by little.
I've been trying to put one out, at least one a day, and I'm running out of riffs that I know.
There you go, man. That's the thing. That's why I'm trying to stretch it out.
Stretch them all out, yeah. Now I gotta say that your one for Atomic Punk, that was just badass, dude. That was awesome. Your tone was dead on. I mean, I thought you were playing the record, but obviously I know better. I know you're playing to it, but
I'm playing to it. But yeah, that's that one turned out. That I like that one.
Oh yeah,
that
one was
that
good.
one was good. That one was good.
You know that when you get slapped with a copyright on it, you know you did something good on it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've got some good reviews on that one. I love the tone on that one. I love the reverb on that. You can tell I'm playing because when I stop playing, I have this. I call it my signature reverb trail.
Mm-hmm.
When I stop playing, you can hear the last note just kind of reverb out.
Kind of, trail out.
Trail
cool.
out.
What are you guys talking about in the chat? Ryan Hall says, Robbie, looking good on the body, really shiny.
Thanks, Ryan.
Guitar body.
I hope you're talking about his guitar body. Although you did buff up your face a little bit, I see, Robbie.
I got this.
nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and clean.
I do have the neck that goes. I do have the neck that goes with that too.
Yeah, you working on that too? You backbowing and sanding, huh?
Yeah, that's all finished. I got it here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, check that out, man.
Now, some of you might have seen this. Some of you might have seen this before I started. It was F. I don't know, F something, Focus, but it's a ESP, and it's early. It's an early ESP. You can tell by the way the nut hangs over the edge. Okay.
Yep.
That's before they started making the shelves longer. So I dressed this thing, backbowed it, and dressed it. And got some really nice crown lines on this thing.
Very, very cool.
Very nicely done. And I sanded the headstock paint off.
Mm-hmm.
And I sanded it with 220 after the 80. Then I treated it with alcohol, let that dry, put on the decal, signed it, and clear coated it.
Very nice. Oh yeah, that's the one that he had asked you to sign it too. Very cool.
So that's all clear coated, and I took all the thick clear coat off with 80 and then 220, make it nice and smooth, and signed the heel.
Very nice. Now we have some documented provenance on that neck and body.
The Franken Stingle neck.
Very cool. Now,
let me see that.
I put a tool pack on it for him.
Mm-hmm. Did that one already have the Floyd nut on it, or did you install that as well?
No, this one did have the Floyd nut on it.
Okay.
Let me see that again, Robbie. Let me see the shelf on there.
And it was already rear mounted?
Because that's how I could be wrong, but I remember seeing the Music Man, Ernie Ball Music Man, EBH like that as well.
Possibly could. It might have been a while till EVH got their shelves worked out, to cover the entire nut. Yeah. But you can always tell if you get one of these that hangs off the edge. It's pretty early. I think this is 84 early, maybe even 83. It's nice. Okay, really nice. Good. Now you were talking about necks that I drill countersink for.
Mm-hmm.
This is MPN 5150's neck off his Beretta Special.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I made the shelf and drilled and countersunk this nut on.
Yeah, man. Looks like you got it slammed down too.
Slamming nuts.
Now I'll tell you about this. The nuts they have on these stock Beretta Specials are very deep. The slot for the nut is very deep. So you have to use the taller nut on a Beretta Special if you're going to do this.
Right.
Okay? Now it has a little hangover too.
Yep.
But it's not that much.
Now you could put some shims under there too if you wanted, right?
Well, didn't really have to. This doesn't have any shims. And you don't really need to shim that part, just like this other nut. It's kind of like the old school way. It doesn't affect on being, tightened down to the shelf that I filed out for it.
Right.
And I dressed and crowned this one too. And I've got a little bit of stuff to say about the fretwork on these Beretta Special necks.
Okay.
It is extremely crude.
Yeah.
The frets were all misshapen. It's almost like dressing the necks for these. They're like a belt sander. They put it on. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me.
It took a lot of work, but I got these frets good. And the Allen key for this is like a weird size. I had to search through my Allen keys to find the right size to backbow the neck before I sanded the frets.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be done. It can be done. But now all these frets look, they all look the same, right? They're all concentric. When I started this, they were all over the place. So a really fat, I guess was their crown line, really fat, some really thin, some tall, some. It was bad. I also sanded off the same thing, 80 and 220, the finish on the back. So it's nice and smooth.
Very nice. Very cool.
Yeah. So that's
you would expect though that a guitar that's $199 from a manufacturer is probably going to need a little bit of fret dressing and a little bit of work to it. The one I've got, it plays fantastic for what it is. I have better guitars, of course, but for $199, I mean, it's still pretty awesomely decent guitar.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah. I think I saw. Hang on a second. I think I saw Rock Show came in. He's late to the party and he missed his own guitar. He missed his own guitar.
Oh, I sent the pictures. He knows.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Rock.
There you go, Rock Show. It's coming along for you.
Hopefully, MPN did it come with tools? He's not even in the chat to ask him. For like you said, he had to find the Allen key for the truss rod. Oh
yeah, no, it don't come with nothing like that. It doesn't have a tool pack or anything. But of course, these don't come with the Floyd Rose. But he is sending me the body of this guitar, so I could drill for the wood screws for the Floyd Rose.
The Floyd Rose, yeah.
And so he just sent the neck to start with.
Right. Yeah. And you got to file out that route a little bit, tape it off, measure off the 25 3/4 to the where the string goes into the block, and that's where your holes are going to go. And that gives you enough room so those saddles on a Floyd will be right in the center of the adjustments.
Gotcha.
If you go 25 1/2, it's not going to be enough, and you're going to max out your saddles and not be able to intonate it.
Gotcha.
And wait, there's more.
Yeah!
He needed a Floyd, and he found one at Stignatsu.
That's your guy you go to, right?
Cody over at Stignatsu, and
Bless
he
you.
needed a bar, and he had one, a flat black first run Floyd, for $275.
All right.
And I
Not,
told him the
not terrible.
situation. I Facebook messaged him, and he came back the next day and he said, "I'll sell you that with the bar for $240, a no tax, pay through PayPal, free shipping."
Oh, wow.
So I picked that up for Michael for this guitar, and he also said that he sent me a T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and he sent me a thing that he attaches to the back of the pickup. That's supposed to help feedback.
Hmm.
And he's sending Johnny and I several for giveaways on the show.
Cool.
And he's sending me a triple X RJD T-shirt, and he's sending Johnny a large one, so we could both wear him on the show and give him shout outs because, I talk about him a lot, and he's very appreciated.
Yep, very cool.
So,
Yeah,
Cody, man.
Speaking about sending stuff, if anybody wants to send me anything, the address is over there in the description. Send me your shirt. I'll wear your shirt. If you want me to play your guitar, send me your guitar. I'll do that too. Oh, but I'm going to keep it afterwards. If you got a TransTrem that you want to get rid of, let me know. I may help John out. John's looking for a TransTrem guitar, so I'll be on the lookout for that for you, John.
There you go.
Looks like we had who was that? Mr. Mick. Sorry I'm late. Nah, you're cool, dude. Welcome in.
What's up, Mr. Mick?
Good to see you. I don't know, those stripes that on his little avatar are inspiring me.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm playing that right, but it sounds pretty good.
Sounds good, man. Did you see Fruitcake Tony's comment? That was an awesome guitar there, Fruitcake Tony.
Got a purple one a couple years ago and just completely modded. Turned out great. Oh, the Beretta Special. Yeah, very cool.
Was it this one, Tony? Let's see if you guys can see my background now.
Let's see.
You got it modded to look just like that, I believe.
Oh, cool. Very cool. And that was the, was that the Rasta guitar? No, the Rasta guitar was the more greenish one.
That's greenish one, yeah. Fruitcake Tony modded his guitar. And, it looks badass.
Very cool.
Should put the link to that.
Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Let's see. Graphite and Guitars said he was shopping new acoustics today. Very cool. What you looking for? A Koa? Yeah, I played some acoustic the other night, and last time I played it, Symmetry was inspired to go get one, so he got his. He's had it for a couple weeks now. So yeah, Graphite and Cigars. What type are you looking for? What brand? What model? Did you find anything you liked? Let us know. Fire in the hole. You got it. Stephen Franklin, welcome in.
Welcome, man. Better late than never.
Everybody saying hello to everybody. Here we go. It says it's a Martin D15, all mahogany. Very nice. Very nice. So what else you got going on, Robbie? You got that guitar? You got all kinds of stuff happening. Different guitars you're working on.
Well, my friend Scott wants a different pick guard on his Stratocaster, so I've got that to do too.
So you're staying busy nonstop these days.
I guess I could show you that too. Give me a second. It's in the hallway.
Sure. We got a couple of newcomers. Let me say hello. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Where'd he go? There he is. Donald Young. Welcome in.
Hey, what's up, Donald?
Rob Blackmore is talking about a D-tuna. He's got one on the way for his Wolfgang special. Yeah, I remember you were talking about you were having some trouble with your one that came on it. You never know. You bought that thing secondhand, I believe, so you never know if somebody cranked on it and just ruined it. So
Probably.
maybe that new one will fix you right up. Bryce says, sounds dead on. Love hearing you play that riff. Cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have invested a lot of time and effort in the rig back there. So I try to get it as close as I can. Let's see. So what's that shiny thing you got there, R2R3?
You said D-tuna, so this is the Floyd, EVH Floyd from my 2010 USA Wolfgang.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a German Floyd Rose on it. Still kept this one here, and the D-tuna is still on there. But I'm just looking at that little screw that's on there. See if I can see it. How easily you can strip that thing.
Yeah, that little thing is tiny. I've got the purple. What do they call it? The Purple Days 5150 model. Is that what they called it? The Purple Days, Purple. I don't know. That one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Purple Days. Yeah.
Yeah, the little same set screw on the D-tuna on this one was stripped out a bit. I had enough meat on it where I could set it up, and I haven't had any trouble out of it, but I may have to. I think that FU Tone sells that little bitty screw.
Yeah, they sell a screw. Yeah.
Yeah, I may have to get that one worked out of there and get it replaced eventually, but I had the same issue with this one. But I bought this one brand new, so. Who knows what those guys are doing in the factory. So, Robbie, you had a pick guard you had.
Well, my friend Scott here, he's had this guitar for a long time. It was originally red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
is that flame on the top?
Yeah.
Is that a flame maple? Very cool.
Uh-huh. And it was red. And I took the paint off of it and clear coated it for him. And then he wanted this gold pickguard on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that for him too. And now he's going to change it to this black pickguard. And that's what I'm going to put on for him. The interesting story about this is this guitar, as you can see, it has a two-point bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I custom made pieces of wood to block off the trem for him.
Okay.
And you can see that the action is, kind of typical Robbie height.
Right. Nice and low.
This guitar originally had a swimming pool route.
Okay.
You know what that is? That's the big rectangular hole.
Yep.
Not like the body I showed you before. So I custom carved wood to fill that in and recreated the slots for the pickups inside. And that made a big difference in the sound.
Mm-hmm. Gave it a lot more resonance, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a lot better, And it's just, this is a Stratocaster. Technically custom shop.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was from the 90s. It could be 90, maybe 94, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
They came out with these, and it has the shallower strap buttons, kind of a little bit similar to my custom shop guitar. except that it doesn't have the bridge, but it's the 2-point floater. And yeah, I blocked this. I blocked the trem with this wood that I custom fit in there.
What are all those little black spots that I'm seeing on there?
This is a relicing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a relic guitar.
It looks like somebody took it out back behind the tool shed and.
Well, relicing methods are similar, and when I took the paint off, I wanted to leave that. I thought that looked kind of cool with a different color.
Mm-hmm.
The relicing.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives it like the wormhole kind of look.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely has that.
Got
Probably
a good neck
not.
profile.
Yeah, probably not my cup of tea, but I'm sure your buddy will like that.
Yeah. So I've got that going on too. In addition to the one that I'm building, the ESP body and the reverse banana neck. I haven't done anything to that. I've been too busy with this other stuff.
Very cool. Lots of good stuff. We got a couple of things going on in the chat. Donald Young, thank you, sir. Thought I saw somebody new come in. Yes, I did. Patty Dill, welcome, Patty.
Dill. Hi, Patty.
Hey.
Got my little OU812 there, Patty. Stays right here on my microphone.
I put my lizard on my SF58 mic. And I put it in a stand so you could see it on my latest video.
Yep. Patty's been busy. I think eventually everybody on YouTube will have a little something that Patty has made. So we appreciate you, Patty.
That's awesome.
See, Mike Olson said custom work, very nice, Robbie. Janice says I can get a purple Beretta locally. So is it a good 3?
Unless you're about to say deal.
Oh, and then she says, is it a good idea? Sure. It's always a good idea to get another guitar.
Why not? Yeah.
As long as it's not made in China.
Right? Yeah, the one that I have is Indonesian made, and that, I've been happy with that one. So, I think the purple ones all were made in Indonesia, and I think the only one that was China was the white and maybe the red one. I'm not sure.
Black one.
Is it the black one? Okay.
Black one.
Gotcha.
Mr. Mick's got a question here.
Yeah, let me get down to it. I got a lot of clicking and shuffling I'm doing here. Mr. Mick is saying, Ryan and R2R3, what brand of strings do you guys use? 942, or do you feel some guitars feel better with different gauge strings? It depends on the guitar. If I'm tuning to standard on a typical, my Wolfgangs or whatever, I will use 942. If I have one that I'm going to tune to E flat, I will put 946s on it. And anytime I have any kind of shorter scale or Les Paul like guitar, like my PRS, I have 10 to 46 on those. So it's just all about what you're wanting to do. My TransTrem guitars, I put 10s on them. And the reason being is they're a little bit more durable, because you're literally,
you're pulling up.
You're pulling up and stretching these things, so they need to be a little bit stronger. So I've chosen to use the 10s on the TransTrem guitars that I've got. So it just depends on what you're playing, how you feel. Who was that? It was Tim Pierce. He was on Ben Coombs' show the other night, and he was talking about how his guitars now, he likes to set them up to play as easy as possible. So he does 942s or even 8s on some of his guitars, gets his actions real low, and it just depends on your feel. What's your take, R2R3?
Real quick, another individual that's been doing that is Paul Gilbert. Paul Gilbert has said that he's gone from 10s to 9s and sometimes 8s, depending on how long the tour is.
Okay.
He says that's, I believe he said that in the beginning of the tour, he'll start using a lighter gauge string, and as time goes by, he goes up to 10s or vice versa. I can't remember what he does to make it easier for him to play. Mainly all my guitars get. Let me take off my background here real quick.
I think Billy Gibbons uses 8s all the
8s,
times and
yeah.
has for years. Yeah.
I used Diodario XLs for many years. 10s, 10 to 46. My Jacksons, my Charvels, my Fenders, my Gibson Les Paul. The only guitars that I use 9s is the Wolfgangs. I have 3 Wolfgangs. So I've been using these 9 to 42s. And I just recently, I haven't tried them yet. The last time I was on, I got some 9 to 42s, the EPH ones. So those are going to go on the Wolfgang soon. I'm going to try them out. But yeah, mainly Diodario.
Yep. And you find the same kind of thing. Each guitar might feel a little bit different. So, or do you use the specific ones for specific tunings that you're doing?
Yeah, no, the 10s go on all of them, and I do it for the same reason because a lot of my guitars are floating Floyds, so you can pull up. And if I'm going to be doing not just dive bombs, but actually pulling up, doing Steve Vai, Dimebag kind of licks, I want something sturdier. 10s.
Gotcha.
10s, I noticed they're just stronger. They last longer.
Gotcha. Holly
9s for the EVH feel.
Holly Lewis says, "Shots fired." You better believe it. And let's see, Robbie has his Super Slinkies 9 to 42s. That's the same that I use there, Robbie. And then I'll use their hybrid, which I think is a yellowish, orangish pack, and it's 9 to 46. And like I said, I'll use those on any guitar I'll tune to E flat. And the reason being is because the D-tuner, it keeps the low E string a little more taut than let it be all floppy. At least that's to my feel.
Yeah.
I've been playing these since I started playing guitar when I was 17 years old.
And I think that's what it is. I think that's what, like, the guitar strings that I used when I was 16, 17 years old are the Diodarios.
Yep.
And I can people think you can't feel a difference, but I can.
All right, somebody's ringing the bell and blowing the horn. Let me see who it is. Oh, we have all the way from somewhere on the Palma. It is the long-awaited, the long-missing Amanda Peters.
I don't.
Welcome in.
I don't have the thing, so I have to fake it. I don't even have a mug near me, or else I'd be like.
So Nightbot has been kicked out of the chat. Can we get some of the chuggy emojis in the chat?
Yeah, I'm a moderator here. I thought I was going to get banned.
I attempted to install Nightbot and use Nightbot for the first time tonight, and he started. What did he tell Ryan Hall? He says, "How dare you use all those emojis," or something like that, and he was going to ban him.
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking? That was it. So I had to kick Nightbot out for tonight. So we'll work on him. But welcome in, Amanda. How have you been? We've all been wondering where you are. I saw you in the chat over in Johnny's the other day. So how you been? What you been working on?
So busy. I went from like I have all the time in the world to like I'm working, and then I picked up a bunch of projects like all at the same time. Which is probably a bad idea. But then it just turned into it's cool because because of Johnny and all of you guys, I've been able like to reach out to female players and they reach out to me and they're like, will you design my guitar? So it's just been like, okay, well, I'm picking up other guitars and then trying to actually start on my prototypes, or we'll finish them. Like actually in the process of like installing LEDs and going to the shop. So it's like I feel like I'm here, but there's just so much going on that I'm like, oh my God, like I already have to go to bed and go to work and then start the process over again. So
busy. So
yeah. So
anybody in particular that you can talk about, or it's kind of hush hush, top secret? You tell us you have to kill us?
I will say I've brought a lot of people over to Kramer.
Okay.
A lot of people, I won't say who or what, but
Kramer time.
Well, I was going to say, you know what Robbie says.
It's
you're
Kramer
gonna see a
time.
lot of people with Kramers that I don't think you would expect to see them with a Kramer.
Very cool. Very cool.
Hear that, Robbie? You made Kramer cool again. Single-handedly.
Robbie's been talking about his
standing ovation.
Here we go.
That's it. That's what I was waiting for. I'm right there.
Robbie's been talking about his Kramers he's been working on. He's got a couple that he showed us a little bit earlier. MPN 5150 sent him one. He's putting a Floyd on it for him. Rock Show has an older Focus that he sent to Robbie that he's got him working on. So I think Robbie is almost as busy as you are now. So
yeah, dig it. It's not a Focus anymore, Amanda.
That's awesome.
I signed headstock before I clear coated it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
So you guys, fame and fortune from the Johnny Bean Show has really kept you guys busy lately.
I may have brought up some things. I won't even say what, but there's going to be some cool stuff coming. Maybe.
Oh, come on.
Maybe. It's very interesting to watch this grow, because Kramer was gone for a while, but it's cool to kind of watch everyone want to jump boat to Kramer.
Switch on over.
Like Eddie was so important to me, and just to find all the people who love Edward Van Halen just as much as you do, and they're women, it's like a extremely rare. So it's kind of cool to like meet just everyone who loves him in a different way than I guess that we would. They definitely respect him, but not everyone's out there looking for 71 quarters and all of the change, change boxes.
Yep. Any piggy banks you raid, make sure you look for those
I've
quarters.
been looking for. I found one quarter after all these years. I have it tucked away over there. Valuable.
I'm like a bookkeeper, like an accountant in the morning, and I work with so much change, and I'm just like, and I can never find one. I'm like, well, how is it that I can't find one? They're so hard to find.
Well, it was 52 years ago, so it was that right? 81, 91, whatever.
You'll never tell me that again. Don't let it hurt.
So you have you been painting on some pedals and putting that kind of stuff in the works as well?
And I'm trying to keep Laz's secret until they're all done. So I've been really good about that one.
Fernando's put back together?
Anything.
I was going to say, if it's a pedal of Laz's, we all know that it's all taken apart anyway, so.
Yes. I mean, he has all the parts and he's building it, but I have all the cases that he wanted all his birds on. So I'm like, I'm not showing a single one until I'm done, and then he gets it. And then
we will respect that, and we won't beg you to show us.
I did finish one. I think it's outside or it's at the shop. But for Brent, and it's got the octopus on it.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. So what else is in the works? You got guitars that you're painting. You got pedals that you're doing. Didn't you mention, well, maybe I'll let you talk about anything else that you got going on if you want to. I remember what I was about to ask. You had some type of we haven't seen you, I don't think, since you went to it was some type of an award show or something. What was that all about?
So I mean, it's not something that I talk about all the time, but I actually work with sexual assault survivors. So it was a Music Cares event, and it was massive. Everyone goes if they're going to go to the Grammys. And so I went with a group, and we all had a lot of fun. It was a big group.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
anybody that follows on your Instagram or anything probably saw some pictures of that. So certainly if we can raise some awareness for whatever the cause was, we certainly want to shout out about that. So
there's a lot of, really strong survivors that I feel very blessed to know. And I mean, one of them is Victoria Valentino, who's a Cosby survivor, and it was like her dream to come out with an album, but unfortunately she ran into Cosby. So I work with her, and I'm trying to get some of her music out. She was signed to Capitol, and she was signed the same night as Linda Ronstadt. So
oh wow.
So I do write music. I still write music, and I feel like I write behind the scenes. My boyfriend just came over.
Gotcha. Does he want to say hello to everybody?
Yeah. He came to say hello. Yeah.
Who's that? What's happening, man?
Well, that's awesome that you can do that and help support, a cause that you feel strongly about. So kudos to Amanda.
I'm lucky to know a lot of very strong people, who've gone through the ringer completely. So, just being an advocate and being able to speak up for them, because there's not a lot of women in the music industry. I mean, we've definitely seen a burst of women recently. I'm very aware that's like a very touchy subject, but as a woman, I really truly feel that I, need to stand in solidarity as someone in the music industry and be a voice for people.
Absolutely.
From any walks of life of oppression, and no one should be abused and no one should be hurt. So I'm happy to speak up for people who.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's very cool that you're able to do that.
Thank you.
So,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I do enjoy my advocacy.
We have
awesome.
I am so far behind in the chat. I need to come down and just catch a couple here.
Everyone's happy to see you.
That's awesome, Amanda. Good for you.
I feel like I got through a month and I was like, what happened?
Where am I? Who am I?
What's going on?
Mike Olson says he saw a lot of that in his years of law enforcement. Sad. Janice saying that's right. Right on. Amanda, six-fingered. Ryan Hall, great cause. Everybody commenting on that. So yeah, awesome. Patty Dill, thumbs up.
Yeah, let's get the thumbs up. There's 33 absolutely. People in here.
Cool. Welcome anybody
it's a tiger, and there's multiple tigers now. But I won't say what.
What? Yeah, there's one. Awesome. Good for you. Let's see. Janice had caught up on double speed, so we were all talking like this. I was teasing the other night that Janice had mentioned that she was trying to catch up with 2 times that she was watching, and I was teasing with R2R3. I said I was going to put this effect on.
I'm going to talk really fast and then really confuse her when she's fast forwarding, and it's going to sound really fast.
So tape is going to explode.
Yeah, we were messing a little bit with Janice last time. Let's see. I had some questions up here. Let me get back to it. I had to scroll down for your comments. Let me see. Somebody had asked something about Agodo. There we are. William De Silva had asked, I'm assuming a Agodo 1996 swap out direct with a Floyd special on a Woofy standard. I believe it can. Do you have any information on that? Robbie says yes.
Yeah, save spacing on the studs, no problem.
And I think it's actually flat on one side, so you have a little bit of leeway on those, don't you? The left-hand side of the knife edge is a flat instead of a curve.
Yeah, kind of a little
The
cut off.
Godos? Yeah.
So it gives you a little bit of a leeway there. All right, let me get back down here. R2, did you ever try Ernie Ball Hybrid 946, the yellow pack?
I have not. I've only tried one pair of Ernie Ball, but I keep on going back to Diodarios.
Mm-hmm.
Diodarios. How you want to
This
call it?
guitar I'm working on right now is getting these.
The Rock and Roll Classic. Those are all custom pure nickel, right? Custom gauge pure nickel. There it is. I see it. Yep, those are cool.
Wow.
I've got these strings off it already, and I got the screwdriver taken off the pick guard right now.
There you go.
Amanda is in the stream, not in the chat here.
That's what I tell her. I go, everyone, Amanda's on the show, not in the
Oh, there
chat.
you
I'm
go.
on the show. I'm not
On the
in
show.
chat.
For
I
the
don't
first
have
time
the same
ever.
power here.
After being invited like 875 million times. So we
Literally, I always have something to do.
yeah. And that's cool, busy. That's good that you're keeping busy. So we appreciate your time and coming in and chatting with us tonight.
I miss you guys, and I'm just like, I wish
have
it
somebody
was
else.
chaotic over here.
Somebody else at the door. We have Mr. from down under, 6 feet, 6-fingered assault. I'm thinking down under, and then that
Down
shows
under,
6 feet under. Yeah. Doy. Somebody needs to take me out to the tool shed, and where is that? There it is. How's it going, 6?
Good, man. How you going?
Doing pretty well. What you got going on down under?
Not a lot, eh?
No?
Just, relaxing before I got to do some work with Sabi.
What is the time difference there? Here it is 9:04 p.m. for me.
Oh,
And
right.
then-
Well, it's 12:04 p.m. then here.
Okay. So it's
So just past midday.
just early afternoon. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So from the future, we have 6
He's in the
joining us.
future.
Yeah, exactly. So what you got going on? You got your rig all set up? You going to play some riffs for us tonight?
Well, yeah, I could do that if you want.
Yeah, man. Let's hear something.
I'm looking at those heads back there. Look at that.
Yeah, he runs wet, dry, wet with 3 actual heads. So I guess your neighbors can probably hear when you're playing.
Yeah, you sort of. That's why it's
Well,
hard to
If,
pick it up through the
if one of
wires.
those tubes blow up on one of those amps, it's no good. You can send it over to me, man.
This is all I have in the back.
Yeah, I've got 2 5152 heads, so I've always got one for a backup.
Mhm.
Live, one, tube valves or something, just switch straight to the second one.
Yep. So you use the main 5150 for your main tone. And then you-
5152.
Okay, I was just saying the one in the middle. So you actually use a 5152 for the main tone.
The one all the way over here.
Okay.
My main. And that's just the order I have them sitting at the moment.
I got you. So do you use the power amp section from the other 2 then?
No. I use. Hang on, let's see if I can flip this. No, it won't let me flip it. I'll try and show you. But I use all this rack area.
Okay. So you do the same kind of thing I do. You use a power amp.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's stereo. Yeah,
That looks
that's
like
how-
some,
Oh, that's a TC Electronic.
I
I
was
see.
going to
there.
say that looks like a TC Electron. Is that a G-Force or G major?
G major 2.
G major 2. Okay. Yeah,
And
that's cool.
more
Cool gear.
tunes, yeah. But yeah, no, that's the main head I use right there.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, got it. we'll see how I've been sort of stuffing around with the settings, trying to get the best mic setting for the amp. So we'll see how we go. Just got to give me a moment, plug everything in.
All right, I'm gonna check and make sure that we have. What is it? Echo cancellation needs to be off, correct?
Yes.
And automatic mic volume, that needs to be off as well. So we'll try to get you set up as best we can so that we can hear what you're doing. And while we're waiting for you, maybe I'll do some TransTrem something or another. Uh-oh. I'll probably get a copyright strike on this video now. For whatever reason, whenever I play Summer Nights, they give me copyright strike. Still not ready 6, so okay. I'll stall a little bit longer.
Lazy.
There he is. Sour notes. Sorry. If I stood up so you guys could see what I was doing. I wanted to go in and play the wrong riff right there. I went to a completely different song. All right, I think we're ready for Miles, eh? You ready to go, dude? Can't hear you. Well, this show started tanking, didn't it? Are we losing watchers?
No, we have the same amount.
Okay,
Because Amanda's back.
I think he's ready to go. There we go.
You getting something now?
Yeah, let's see how long we can get
There we
until
go.
it compresses. Yep. Go ahead.
All right. See how it goes. Oh, typical. I know. What do you want to hear?
Whatever you're warmed up and ready to play, man.
Well, nothing really, but I'll give it a go. I'm pretty much, my sound's pretty much Van Halen 2-ish, in between that and, say, Fair Warning.
Okay.
That's the tone I go for anyway.
Cool, man.
Well, that's gonna last long.
Is that buffering pretty bad?
Yeah, it almost immediately squashes down.
Clipped right out.
Yeah, it's usually what happens when the amp is really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody, it's pretty low. Let's see what I can do. All right.
You might have to give us some bedroom levels or something.
All right, you guys able to hear that?
Yeah, we hear it for about 3 seconds and then it squashes it. Give it a
That
shot.
squashes it.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Try and back it off a bit more.
Right.
Any better?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Just that little.
See if I'll back it off a little bit more.
Wish you could keep it, right?
Oh, I'll give that a go.
Yeah.
We don't find that house. Oh. Like his house.
I love it.
Fisherman just wants to stay in his house.
Did that pick up all right?
And then later on,
That sounded good, man. It sounded good.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Cheers.
Yeah, it compressed down a bit, but we were all quiet. We muted our mics and we were able to hear you pretty good. That's awesome, dude. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is your YouTube channel? Everybody needs to check you out and give you some subs and some likes. Check out your videos.
6-fingered assault. Just like
Yeah.
James.
Okay.
Let's see if I
Yeah,
See if I
post
can
him
find
up a
him.
link. Post him up a link in there if you don't mind.
they worked hard on this village.
I have gotten so far behind in the chat, so if anybody's asking any questions or anything, ask again. It's scrolling by and I'm so far behind, so
It turns into dirt.
Mike Olson says, sounds good. Definitely the fair warning sound. Very cool. Very cool.
Now it's just for if you step on it like that.
We got some background noise from somebody. Who's that?
It's probably me. Let's see.
R2, turn the radio off.
Come here. Let me show you something, R2.
Well,
What's Robbie got? He's got some kind of gold pick guard.
Fancy stuff.
pick guard is off. You can see the piece of wood that I made to fill in that swimming pool.
Oh yeah. And you said that made a huge difference in the tone of the guitar, eh?
Right, and now I'm going to start installing the other pick guard. Because I don't mess around.
Oh, so you're getting rid of the gold one. So the man with the golden pick guard is no more.
He wants the black one.
Okay.
So I'm going to start putting that on.
Cool. See, you're productive on my show, Robbie. Last time Robbie was on, he got some sanding done on a body. I think you completely reassembled a whole guitar. You built two Floyds that you gave away on Johnny's show.
Yes,
So-
2 Floyd Rose.
Yep.
Yep, 2 Floyd Roses. Not, no cheapo giveaways here, man.
Who
2
won?
pickups.
Yeah.
3 pickups.
Yep.
3 pickups.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember Janice was saying that she got one the other day. Janice, have you put it in your guitar yet? We need to get Janice on here to play her guitar with
What's
that new
that?
pickup.
Janice got a Floyd Rose? Oh, a pickup.
A pickup. Yeah.
I
Robbie
got
sent her a pickup.
To kill it, the shipping killed it.
Mm.
Maybe I should try that.
It was just, I gave away 4 things, and it cost me $45 to ship them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like-
Johnny had sent me all this stuff from Patty, and I think he just used the standard package, and it was like $5 to send that. So it gets expensive doing these things. That's the price of fame, though, Robbie. You got to suck it up, buddy.
You got to write your blank.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. If you're talking about fame, come on, let's show me again. Show me again here.
All right.
Yesterday, I released Sweet Leaf.
Oh.
Okay, so watch that. And I also wrote an original metal song that's going on the month of metal for hippie, but it's unreleased.
Cool.
And I also have another unreleased song that I have to play. That's a cover, and that's probably going to be Fairies Wear Boots for Black Sabbath.
So when will we be able to hear this new release?
Well, when Hippie does the month of metal, hopefully 2 more people will submit tracks, because he won't do it if he doesn't have 5 or more. So I put in 3.
Gotcha.
There's the unreleased original first, the unreleased cover second, and then the released cover will be later in the show, and that's the Sweet Leaf.
And he does this on a Sunday show, or?
Well, he does it once a month, and I'm not sure if he's going to do it April 1st this month or not, if he has the show. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, we all need details so we can check it out.
I'm going to put in 3 metal songs every month to try to get month of metal going.
Mm-hmm.
So just shout you out, Jeff, man. Metalhead Hippie. Very cool guy.
Cool.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Jeff.
six, I wanted to ask you. I saw briefly it looked like you had a Music Man headstock. Is that what you were playing? Music Man guitar? 6 miles.
Yeah, sorry, I zoned out for a minute. Yeah. My Amber EX.
You need some coffee. Well, we all know that it is midday for you, so it's probably time for a nap or something, right? Oh man, that top is just beautiful on that thing.
That's the real deal.
Yeah, it's nice though.
And that was the one that you had. I think you showed us that the last time. That's the. What do they call that one? The A.
EX.
EX. Yep. Yeah, those were. I think those were all the U.S. parts that were left over when Eddie left, and they sent them over to Japan, and they put them together over there. So
yeah, the very first of the EX were the last of the EVHs, and after about the end of '96, they run out and they started producing all the parts over there and using the 1996 TransTrem instead of the 88T. So I'll grab my black one because that's one of the leftover EVHs with all the EVH up there, everything.
Yeah, he's got some cool looking tops on those.
Everyone's here.
Yeah. John Deshane says, I'm broadcasting into tomorrow. I am to please everybody, whether you're in the future or not.
Yeah, this is my
future.
Let's see that thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Super, super nice.
What's that? Black top? Yeah, black quilt.
beautiful top, eh?
Yep, super nice. What kind of bird's eye does it have? Is it full or is it more mild?
Yeah, it's a bit mild. Like, it's not too heavy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's in there. My amber one's got heaps of bird's eye in it.
Yeah. So which one is your favorite?
The favorite one to play is probably the gold one, but this black one's my number one, eh?
Yeah, I like the look of the black one. I'm a sucker for a black quilt top guitar.
Yeah.
Well,
I like those darker ones.
But it just needs some fretwork to it. Just some of the tapping, it doesn't come out when you're doing the tapping like the amber one does. So it just needs fretwork to it.
I have that same problem on most of my guitars, but that's just because I don't know how to do it right.
Yeah, I usually get it every time, but with this one it's a bit iffy, eh?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, apart from that, it's my favorite one.
Yeah, very cool. Appreciate you coming on and sharing those and playing a little bit for us. That's cool. I'm glad we were able to get, a complete song out of you this time. Last time that was awful. He started playing it with just like, it was done. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, eh? Awesome. This cool beast to show you.
Yeah. Now that looks like
There you go.
a Frankenstein kind of thing there. Fender Strat, made in Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's 85. It's got the free flight tremolo, the Fender style one.
Oh yeah, that's the same one that Robbie was showing us, I think.
Yeah,
Does that Trem say Floyd Rose and Fender on it?
No, it just says Fender.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's one of the Japan prototypes.
Very cool.
Yeah, it just has Fender in the middle there and that's it.
Have you done any changing to the pickups or anything in it, or is it?
Yeah, I got this pickup custom wound for it. It's a 16.6K.
Oh wow, pretty hot.
It's beautiful. It's got the early Van Halen tone totally, but I got it refretted in stainless because the fret is so low.
Man, that's some jumbo frets on that thing.
Yeah, I couldn't even get another crown out of it.
Yeah.
So I told the guy that, I wanted it identical to what's on it already. Same, my fret profile was asymmetrical too, dropping off to the high E. I said, I want that duplicated. He's like, yeah, I can do it. Then when I went to pick it up, it's got these bloody railroad tracks on it. And from 12th fret down, they're not even seated properly.
Oh, wow.
I looked at the guy and I was just trying to control my anger issues at the time, so I just gave him his money and just resisted pulling that JP6 off the wall and smashing his head in with it, and just I could tell and walked out. And, I wasn't happy with it. So it's sort of, it's sat in its case since then. This was my number one guitar, but it's sat in the case.
Yeah.
I just don't want to look at it.
Oh man. Well, maybe you find
those
somebody.
Those '80s
up.
Fender Strats, man, are great necks. I have an '89 Fender Strat.
Yeah,
I love the neck. I love my '89 Fender, made in Japan. Strat.
Now that was
Strats are so good.
That was an unusual placement that they had the locking nut on that. Can you show that again?
Yeah, after the nut.
Check that out, Robbie.
Yeah, that's the after the nut style, similar to what Charvel did, where they would have the locking nut behind the actual nut.
Seemed like it'd be hell to get that low E on there. Say again?
Dave Murray from Iron Maiden used to have his like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's amazing how far we've come from the 80s and 90s guitars, right?
That's it, man.
Some things have improved and some things didn't need improvement. Now, Amanda.
Yes.
Working with Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any insight information of whether Gibson is going to do anything with the TransTrem?
That I cannot tell you.
She cannot tell us.
Maybe or maybe not. I cannot give you any information.
I see. So we can all be hopeful that they will do something.
If she tells us, we'll never see her again.
I have seen, is it RWB Precision on Instagram that I have seen has been making some.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they supply them to a couple of, they said, artists manufacturing for their guitars. And possibly something that they're going to have soon for the public. So I've just kind of been thinking maybe Kramer's going to be doing something with them, but that would be cool if they did. So we can only hope. But Amanda cannot tell us yes or no.
I cannot confirm nor deny. So I have my hand on the book. Someone asked me what this was.
All right, let's take a look.
This is just, I believe, a Japanese Explorer. It's just a no brand. This is actually my boyfriend's. It's got EMGs in it, but it hangs on the wall. And then on the other wall, it's not there right now, but I typically have my Brian May hanging there, but that one's being repainted right now. Sanded and repainted.
Nice.
For my prototype, yeah. So it's going to be a completely different guitar, and then my Tiger is hanging up there.
Now, is the Tiger complete in your eyes, or do you still have?
Oh no, I have to put pickups in it, and in fact, today, I have been really struggling with like how am I gonna design the pick guard, and I just like really sat with myself. And it just came to me finally. So it's taken a while to get like a really solid idea for.
Finally had a little moment of clarity with it. Huh?
Yeah, and it's definitely a nod off to the original Frankie.
Cool.
Yeah, the black and white one. Black and white version.
I'm sure everybody will be looking forward to seeing that. Now, that Explorer type guitar, is that actually a banana type headstock that was on it? We didn't see all of it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of.
Very cool.
A play on the Imperial, I guess, which cannot confirm or deny, but they should bring that back.
We will be watching out. Yeah. Speaking of Kramer, I was, back several years ago when they came out and started doing I guess it was around the time they started the Music Yo stuff. They had some USA made guitars, and I picked up the Kramer I think it was called Kramer Pacer Imperial Reissue back then. It was 2009. And that's the one that I know that everybody's seen this already, but that's the one that I had custom done with the with the fair warning. So this was one of the 2009 when Kramer was coming back, and I was so excited to see the Kramer brand back again. It had the beak headstock.
I love the beak headstock.
That I thought was so cool. So it'll be cool to see some of those particular guitars coming back.
My Strat has a beak headstock.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie and I were looking at a couple of sites, and we found some Kramers that had the Fender headstocks on them. What years were those from, Robbie? The really early ones?
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, that was before Kramer got the cease and desist from Fender for using that shape.
Mm-hmm.
You'd look in 81, maybe 82.
Gotcha.
Early 82. Yeah.
Now, what did they do? They just cut off the top of to make the beak.
Yeah,
So
yeah. They just cut the ball off of it.
The little ball. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Paul Unkert did that cutting.
Do you know how they got the design for that headstock?
They just sawed it off.
Oh no, I meant for the Fender headstock. Do you know where they came up with that idea?
Oh no, I can't tell you that.
Was it from the Stradivarius violins?
So from what I was told is that Leo Fender was like super into pinup girls, and so it was like a foot. So you got like the ball of the foot, and then it like goes. That's what I was told. Yeah.
I'll have to examine my Fender headstocks now and see if I can see a foot.
Yeah.
It's more so. It's more so on the Telly. If you look at the Telly headstock.
Yeah, because I was just saying the Telecaster has it more of that kind of shape. Yeah.
And then I think they just like really accentuated it for the Stratocaster. It was just different, but yeah, that's what I was told. That's how like all those shapes started.
So he had a foot fetish, is what you're saying.
I didn't say it.
I don't know. That's what you sounded like to me.
I didn't say a word. I just said what I heard.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's check out what you guys are
Makes
talking
you wonder,
about
like when they made the double neck Kramers, you know?
Right? Yeah.
There's not enough.
Janice is saying business practice guidelines, whether you can say yes or no or confirm or deny. I'm assuming that's what she means.
Yes.
Graphite and Cigar says, I bet that you are terrible at poker, Amanda. Why did you say that?
I can play the part, but I always tell the truth.
Hip Metalworks. I don't know. We said hello to you earlier. Yeah, we did. You were one of the first ones in, weren't you?
Yeah,
he said that was a can of worms to open. I had to open it, you know. If you don't ask, you don't get. So
I don't know if Octopus is still in here, but I saw him say hi, and I promised him I would show his pedal on the internet.
Yeah,
Octopus, you still in here? All right, let's get you.
If you don't respond in 5 seconds,
he's
going to give away.
But you can see.
That is super, super cool.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. Now, what type of pedal is that going to be?
Huh?
What type of pedal? What effect?
It's a mini Pog.
Okay, very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks super awesome.
So now she's done, and I actually have to clear it tomorrow and go into the shop and clear it.
Awesome.
I've been like trying to get a shop back, and I haven't had one now for a few months. It's really hard to get anything done because I'm a painter, but Billy, who owns Rock and Roll Relics, was really nice, and he's been letting me use the space.
Very cool.
Yeah, and he's really awesome, and I really love his work, and he does stuff for everyone. So
Now, I've heard of Rock and Roll Relics. Are they specifically only for artists, or do they do things for the public?
Oh, absolutely for the public. You know, but obviously his friends play it and artists play that brand. I had bought a Gibson SB400, which is the SG version of a bass that Gibson came out with in 1970, 71, 72, I think. And I had it in Chestnut, which is the very first run of it. And I was looking for someone who could give me more information on it and help me fix it. And this was like years ago, and someone's like, "Oh, you should talk to Billy Rowe because he knows a lot about the older Gibsons." And then that's when I came across Rock and Roll Relics. You know, and I saw he did stuff for Green Day, which growing up was a huge Green Day fan. He does stuff with Ryan Roxie, with Alice Cooper, John from the Goo Goo Dolls. I think he did a guitar for someone in AC/DC. There's quite a few people who play his stuff. I'm blanking on all the people, but he's got a lot of artists on his roster.
Very cool. I have to check them out and read up on them and see exactly what they do.
Oh, he's great.
Say again?
He's amazing. I went to there's a vintage show that happens here in California, and sorry, I just saw this question. What year?
I'm assuming for the Explorer guitar.
Oh, I'd say pretty recently, probably like within the past 10 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's a show, it's called the Amigo Guitar Show, and they had one of his guitars there, and it was like this SG, and I picked it up, and the paint finish was so almost exactly like my Epiphone. There was like some tweaks he could have made, but my Epiphone, the finish on my Epiphone is one of my favorite finishes of all time. It's so thin, and it just makes the resonance on the guitar sound incredible. It's a nice cherry finish, and I just love how the paint feels on the guitar, and somehow he did it
very cool
with just like making guitars at a factory. And Fender hasn't been able to do that, and I don't think I felt a Gibson that feels like that either. So he gets it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're aiming for with my Brian May, is to get it to really feel like it's from the 60s.
Right. Yeah. Very cool. You know, I owned at one time a Nash Strat. Have you heard of that brand before?
Yes.
And that was the thing that I noticed, is it felt like it was old. You know, the paint, it didn't have the shiny finish on it. A lot of people were like, you paid that much for a guitar that looks like it's drug around the rock pile. But there's just something about, you know, the vibe that you get from a guitar that doesn't have that finish on it anymore. And it just, you feel the wood. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. A lot of my guitars, well, I'd say half my guitars are vintage. So, I like certain guitars for whatever I'm doing, but my favorite ones are definitely my vintage ones. It's just the tone and the feel and the resonance that they all have. Like, they're all have their own character, but they just all sound so incredible. So I'm definitely into the vintage sound, and that's kind of also where I got my start too in guitars, was actually at that same show is where I was offered a painting gig. So, but I mean, years previously.
Very cool. Let me get to some of these in the chat. Holly Lewis says, "Can you isolate yourself?" Yes, I can. Or did you mean isolate myself, like go away somewhere?
Go isolate.
Let everybody else talk. All right, I'll see you, Holly. Yeah. No. Let's see. Hit Metalwork says, thanks for showing us, Amanda. Let's see. Not enough explorers, Ryan Hall says.
I'm bringing back one Explorer. I won't tell you who makes it though.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna bring it back.
We have several things now to look forward to from Amanda.
There's 4 things to look forward to. And Badgers.
John Deshane says, Leo, that kinky bastard. Hey, you know. Ryan Hall says, Japan has all the good explorers. Let's see. Octopus Ears. He says, hell yeah. Saw the pedal, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Did you get to see it, Octopus? Is that what you're talking about? Cool. Let's see. Any other questions in here real quick? Patty Dill says that pedal looks great, Amanda.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, that's R2R3. That isolate comment was when you were showing the fair warning guitar. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you just wanted to see my cute face since I've shaved off the beard or most of it. So, yeah, let me do that again for you, Holly.
Fluffy pillows.
Yes, we have a nice fluffy
clouds.
Fluffy cloud over this guitar. Oh, you missed what that was all about, Amanda.
I did.
Let's see. Let me get to there. There we go. There you go. Let me get this question out of the way, too, so you can really see.
Wolfgang.
I love the switch on it.
There's the artist name right there, Rich. It's my buddy Jeff Rich that painted this. You mean the little mini switch?
Yeah.
That's actually what came in the guitar.
I love it.
From Kramer. His artwork is just fantastic. I mean, look how...
It's perfect.
I mean, it's just so precise what he did with this artwork. Absolutely love this guitar. Maybe if I'd have paid him a little more money, I could have got him to do the back. But alas, I did not.
Now everyone's writing TransTrem. And speak to them. I'll try.
Let's see. Everybody's writing TransTrem.
Not everyone. There's one person down here. They want the people have spoken. Gibson. The people have spoken.
Yep. Gotcha. Pass the word for us. Pass the word.
I'm going to start sending pigeons to their headquarters with just like rolled up notes on the feet that just says TransTrem.
Thank you, Dan. We appreciate it. Graphite and Cigar says, did you see that Gibson is now in the vintage Gibson game? I saw something about that. I didn't look at the story.
Yes, I saw that they were selling.
You know what's going on? Can you enlighten us?
Yeah, I saw his handle on Instagram is Foster Guitars, and then he works at Gibson Garage, and I saw he was posting vintage Gibsons that they have for sale at the Gibson Garage. But I mean, I do know that Gibson, the company itself, has like a massive collection of older Gibsons.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're just selling a part of their collection or not.
So this is actual stuff that they have in the vault that they're starting to...
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I saw something about that on the Trogley show.
Okay, then maybe that's where I saw it. I saw maybe the thumbnail for it, so I'll have to go check that out. Let's see. Rob Blackmore says he has a Slammer Hammer Explorer. Cool. Let's see. You are welcome for the fluffy isolation. The story on that, Amanda, is that my TransTrem video that I did when I was rebuilding the bridge on my other guitar, I'm soft-spoken as it is, so as I'm sitting there and I'm working, I'm just, speaking in my regular voice, and, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and Holly told me I sound like the Bob Ross of guitar, so... She always gets the happy little comments, the fluffy little comments. Gonna put a nice little bearing right here. Let's see. Beautiful guitar. Thank you, Dan. TransTrem Amanda. They're calling for it. Let's see.
I'm saying pigeons. Pigeons and badgers, man.
Send in the badgers, R2R3
There it
says. Not thunder, not lightning. Okay. Let's see. Certified vintage is what Hip Metalworks says.
Yes.
Octopus Ear says, did you see that Paul Gilbert made a Dio tribute album? I have not seen that. I did not see that.
Put 2 songs. Yeah, two songs out. Yeah.
Very cool.
That inspired me to make a short on one of my.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Which everybody needs to go check out R2R3's channel and give him a sub. Graphite and Cigar says they are basically emptying the vaults. Spam the chat with badgers? No, that's cool. Spam the chat. We got rid of Nightbot just so everybody could spam the chat. So go for it.
Oh, David Lee Roth released a studio version of Unchained.
I saw that. I think that Johnny will probably be talking about that tomorrow, I'm sure. So we got to leave some of the subjects, left for Johnny to talk about.
See, he uploaded the Everyone Wants Some clip again too.
Who's that did that?
David Lee Roth. He
Oh, really?
uploaded the clip again.
That was a while ago, though.
No, but he did it again the other day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, must be trying to get views or something.
He wanted to make sure we all saw it.
Yeah,
Right, and that's why I put my short out, and it didn't work.
Mm. When I put out a short and in the first 20 minutes it only has 3 views, I just delete it. And then I pick another time to re-upload it.
Yeah, no.
And I appreciate everybody watching my shorts. It's really helped out a lot on the channel.
Washing or watching?
Watching.
Oh.
See, I told you I'm soft-spoken. Sometimes
It's
my
not like
words don't come
Thank
out.
you for washing my shorts. I'm like, what?
It's a happy little comment that I made there.
He's doing your laundry? Where are you here? What is this?
That's it.
Let's see.
Right there.
Dan is asking, should I throw away my new Kramer Beretta Special?
No, you said
Yes, throw it away in a cardboard box with my address on it. And they have these things at the post office that you can dump it into. So that's where you should throw it away. Just make sure you put my address on it first. Let's see. Happy clouds, not angry tornadoes. Robbie said the neck is crap on the new
I didn't
Kramers.
say it was crap. I just said that it could be better.
No, I think you did.
That's
Actually,
what Dan Gorman said. Dan Gorman said, Robbie said the neck is crap.
Robbie, actually,
I know what you're trying to say, man.
Robbie said that all of us that own those should take them out behind the tool shed.
All right, pick guard changed. Right here.
Sweet.
While we were sitting here, I changed it.
Very cool.
Flip that.
Put a little bit of paint on it. It'll look like a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute kind of thing. Sorry, I'm lost here on my buttons. There it is. Okay, now we're back. Let's see. Anything else going on in the chat?
That's right.
Graphite and
all day,
Cigars
all
says,
night.
Robbie, be nice, FFS.
I
And
think like most guitarists can use work. There's always upgrades that like every company can do for a guitar.
Yeah, for sure.
There's always like room for improvement. I feel that way with Fender. I feel that way with Gibson. I feel that way with companies here and there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but those Beretta specials, like I was saying earlier, they're $199.
Yeah.
What do you expect? Come on, Robbie. Everything can't be an 80s Kramer that Eddie played.
I didn't say it was crap.
No, you said that they were.
That ain't fair, man. That ain't fair.
No,
Oh, come on.
I heard you. That's exactly what you said. Rob Blackmore says the Beretta special is definitely worth it, Janice. So go on and get it. Let's see. Anything else? We have all Dave, all night. Welcome in. Says
That's
cheers.
right.
Excuse me. Sorry. Cheers, everyone. Really enjoying the show. Loving seeing some killer guitars. R2R3 locking nut. Speaking of killer guitars, that Pelham Blue Les Paul with the P90s gives me the fizz.
Yeah, man.
You got that thing handy?
I can get it. Yeah, I can go break it out. I have some more videos coming out with that thing. Let me go grab it real quick.
Cool. Yeah, let's see it. Let's check it out. Now, I personally have seen it, but maybe some other folks in here would like to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Janice says, I have to call EVH Con Store to see if it's still available. What's a con store?
The store where they had the EVH Con.
Oh.
Oh, EVH Con, yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Holly Lewis says Stuffco. You talking about Craig? And Alonzo says that's Kramer, not EVH. The place where they hold the EVH Con. So I'm assuming it's somebody selling a used one. All right, let's see this thing. Ooh. It's got the light back. Pelham blue. Very cool. And what year is that one? Oh, we don't have any audio from you.
I love this.
There we go.
There he is.
2018.
2018.
Les Paul Classic. Got the little foam right there to muffle the strings, but I love this bad boy, man. Love this guitar.
So I see that you took the pick guard off and you just ran the screws back in there.
Yeah, those are like the call those the piercings. I took out the little poker chip.
Poker chip. Yep.
I think I like it like that, stripped down.
Now, what makes you reach for that guitar?
Classic rock, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
If I want to, it just sounds great with these pickups. I love it. I don't want to do anything blues, rock, heavy rock. I have done. I do have a video where I did overdub a metalcore song. I used my Fender Strat with EMG pickups and this guitar as well.
Cool.
And it sounded great blending them in together.
Very cool. You said you got some shorts coming, so we'll have to watch for those. Like I said, everybody go check out R2R3's channel. Give him a sub.
That's right. Thank you, everybody.
I think Miles maybe fainted over there.
It's just like, what is it? Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, all over again. I like fell asleep online.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we're literally you're on the screen, and I could swear that your eyes were closed, and then all of a sudden you were like,
and then
really
you were
here?
writing me, and you're like, "Wake up!" And I was like, "I am awake." I had been up for like 24, 25 hours by that point, and I was like, "Yeah,
good times." Jenna says they have other guitars, not just EVH, and it would have been it would have been easier to say Greenwich Music. So we finally got the point. We know what you're up to. Let's see, anything else in the chat? Ryan Hall says nice Les Paul R2R3, really cool blue. All Dave All Night says the Sabbath sounds great from that LP. I'm subscribing R2 right now, says Alonzo. Cool, Alonzo. Let's see. Rob Blackmore asks R2R3 who is not here, so we'll wait till he gets back. You back with us, R2? Rob Blackmore has a question for you.
Yeah, man. What you got, man?
He says, what are your thoughts on Jackson JS32T King V?
Ah, man. My avatar's Jackson. I love anything Jackson, man. But the Jacksons that I have are either USA made or custom shop, but I'm sure it's got to be good. It has to be good.
Cool.
Do you have
out.
any like master built Jacksons?
I do not have any. Well, no, I don't. I can't say it's master built. I do have a USA custom shop Jackson Kelly, USA 1991 Jackson Rhodes. 91. That's vintage. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scary.
It's scary.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, yeah, when I was growing up and I heard, 59s or like a car, it was a model, it was a 59 model or a 62 model. I was like, man, that was so long ago, and compared to at that time, now we say, back in 84, and to me, it feels like it was just, several years ago, but not that far away. That's actually further away than those 60s were to me back then. It's just a weird, Amanda, you wouldn't understand. You're still young, wet behind the ears.
I was there with you in spirit.
Say again?
No.
I said I was with you. I was with you in spirit.
Okay, gotcha.
Like when people tell me the 90s are vintage, I'm like, no.
Right.
Even the 80s, I'm like, yeah, like early 80s. It's now it's getting really hard to find, and that's what people also really want. But yeah, I do hate when people are like, yeah, I have a vintage pedal, and I'm like, ooh, what do you have? And they're like, it's a 2009 whatever.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm talking about. Because I'll type in 91 Jackson USA, and they're like, ooh, vintage. I'm like, vintage? No. Well, wait a minute. Maybe it is vintage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hurt me. I don't know. When I think vintage, I'm thinking 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
70s.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. But for us that were born, 70s or so, that was only, a 59 to 75 or whatever was only,
yeah,
a couple of years,
real
in
quick
the time,
with
grand
Rob's.
scope of things.
Sorry to interrupt you, man. I just want, before I lose my train of thought here with Rob's question for the Jackson. Now, you have to like a very flat radius. Jacksons are, I mean, they do have the 12 to 16. If you like the Wolfgangs, you like the Jackson Charbels, they have the 12 to 16 Fripper radius.
And that's a thumbs down to John.
Right, I saw that. I have no EVH gear. I'm like, yeah, oh my.
You gotta he has some nice Friedman stuff, so, and some Pete Thorne guitars and whatnot.
Yeah,
so he's got some cool stuff.
Yeah,
Have to have you on one night, John. Let me know. You jump in and show off some of your stuff.
He was showing them when he was hanging out with Trev, right? That one time. What was I watching? I think it was your show. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been. One Sunday he came on, I think so. That's been so long ago.
They were like barbecuing or grilling in the backyard.
Yeah. Yep. I think that they vaguely remember that day. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's see. Holly says, who is going to NAMM? You going, Amanda?
Am I?
You're close by.
I might. Yeah, I'm like 5, 6, 7 minutes away from.
Oh, really?
Every year.
Yeah. That sucks for us.
I'm like right next to Anaheim, so.
Lucky. Yeah, so that's kind of like if you don't go, then we all should yell at you for not going.
I can go.
Since you're so close.
Well, I think the last time we saw Amanda was at the book signing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think the last time we saw Amanda was at the book signing.
I feel like I did one. I feel like I did one or two after that.
Yeah, maybe. It's been so long ago, we can't remember.
It was like a month ago. I did it. I remember doing it because I was wearing a green jacket. And then I think you wrote me and you're like, wake up. And I was like, I am awake.
I did see you on Final Resonance TV. I think you're on his channel. Final Resonance?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you do like a Eddie Van Halen birthday special with Final?
Oh,
yeah.
That was
That was with the Hot for Teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
with Lori. Yeah, I did
yeah.
that, and then I got off, and then immediately I went on the show with Johnny. So I did like back to back.
That was definitely a.
The coffee day. Yeah.
That was Eddie Van Halen's birthday, and so it was like I think I was just on back to back
Yes.
shows.
Octopus says Laz and Johnny are going, but he has decided to save some money. Nothing wrong with that. Robbie is at the guitar shop working. Let's check in with Robbie and see what kind of progress he's making.
Oh, I didn't like the way it was sitting, so I took the plate back off and tried to get the pickups to sit exactly the way I want to. So I'm kind of doing that now. These things are so tight. You got to have the wires just in the right spot or it's going to make the plate bulge, stuff like that.
Well, thank you for that report. We'll check back in with you later. Let's see. It says it wants to try to go in January. That'd be cool. Patty says it'd be cool to go to NAMM. I've always wanted to go. It's just never been able to find the time or money to get there.
Yeah, I wanted to go until every time people go, they get Namthrax.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody comes back with like the death flu or something. John says, do you know MeWise Magic? I know some of it, John. So the beginning starts one step up. Let's see. Come on now. Something like that. That's one of those that you got to get that muscle memory for where you're pulling the TransTrem. Because if you don't hit that note, it sounds awful like it just did. So sorry for that.
Makes you wonder how Eddie did it, man. How did he come up with stuff like that?
It just amazes me, his ability to use this thing like he did. Every time that I, play some of those riffs that he came up with, I'm like, just the freaking genius of it. It's just unreal.
That's exactly it, Holly Lewis. That sounds amazeballs.
What's she saying?
She says that sounds amazeballs.
There it is. Well, thank you, Holly. I thought it sounded awful to my ears because I messed up quite a bit, but I appreciate it.
It's the tone.
It's the tone. The tone. Let's get the cathedral delay in there. Let's see. There's you some tone, Holly Lewis. Thumbs up. Thank you, Patty. Pound cake. Yes, sir. I'll have a slice.
That's right.
Well, Robbie, how you going on that guitar there?
Not too bad.
Excellent. Talk to you again in a bit. I think we're all getting tired. It's probably that time to call it a night
I
for the
need
show.
to do on this show. I need to start being Robbie. Like, Amanda, what are you doing? Like, oh.
You got any bubble wrap there with you, Amanda, that might attack you?
I don't.
Oh, bummer.
Not near me, no.
Let's see. Holly has a request here. Please, please, please play the rhythm riff for the solo in Summer Nights. You talking about where, let's see, he drops down to, you know what? I've forgotten how to do it. Is that the riff you're talking about, Holly? I think that's what she's talking about, and I can't believe I remembered. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. There it is. There it is. There it is. I think that's what she's talking about. Yeah, there we go. Hadn't played that in a while, so it's funny how you forget stuff so quickly. All right, well, I'm about ready to head to bed. I got to work tomorrow. It's a little after 10 for me. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate everybody coming. Amanda, thank you for coming, joining us, hanging out. Yeah. Yeah, a big welcome back to Amanda on a live stream. We've seen her in the chat, but yeah, super big welcomes for coming back. Let's see, Alonzo, real quick. Did you ever learn Amsterdam? No, I haven't. I actually work for a living, so it's very difficult for me to get a lot of practice in on these new things. But all these riffs that I've been playing and doing the shorts, that's stuff that I've kind of known for quite some time. But definitely gonna try to learn some more of the cool stuff like that.
Let's get you to 1,000 subs, because Holly Lewis says we need a super chat over here.
Awesome. Definitely. Tell your friends, make some fake accounts, do something, come and give me some additional subs.
15 that I created to follow Robbie to follow you.
Is that how he got that far ahead?
I don't know how many accounts I created.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, no, thanks for everybody coming, everybody in the chat, hanging out for a couple hours with us. I really appreciate it. We maintained about 30 people watching. I can't believe you all stayed this long, so thanks. R2R3, as always, thanks for coming on out.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
Woo!
Robbie, thank you for coming.
Yeah, no problem. I finally got it.
Rebuilt a whole guitar.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Hey, R2, we didn't talk about it earlier, but I don't know. We've had quite a few people in here. Should we do a little giveaway real quick? You think? Maybe? How about in the chat? You guys want to have a little giveaway, spin for something?
Spin the wheel.
What should we do? How about we do another one of these? Anybody like to have that?
Right on, man.
Let's see what we got in the
the
chat.
stickers.
Alonzo says yes. We got a hashtag win from Half Ace.
But
Patty Deal
because
says,
we're on the show, we are not allowed to win. Correct, Ryan?
nah, if you guys come up, you're here just like everybody else. I'll send it to you.
No, I can't.
do it.
I
Huh?
can't be in the chat on my phone.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you're just SOL.
Thanks, Ryan.
Real quick, I want to mention a shout out to Graphite and Cigars for the winner of the giveaway that I had for the tuner.
Oh, yeah.
And he was nice enough to give it away to Donald Young. So
Very cool.
we're going to send it out to Donald Young.
Okay.
Well, I think you have to send it to Patty.
Yes.
Right. Send it
Okay.
to Patty. And she'll give it to Donald.
Yes.
Very cool.
Right.
So are we good with where to send it to? Do we have information for that, or are we still looking for that?
We're going to be looking for some information to send it to Patty. I reached out to Johnny, and we're going to work something out.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that was cool of you to offer that up. We're glad that also Graphite and Cigars been kind to forward that on. So thank you. All right. Let's see. We have 36 entries. We may do where if you had to leave a little early, that's fine. If you're not here, just send me a message in the email in the description where to send it to. So yeah, let's put this up and let's do a spin.
What are we doing?
If I-
Hashtag win or just
No, it's just everybody's already been entered. Anybody chat has already been entered the whole night.
Nice.
So let me figure out what I'm doing here. You guys have to bear with me. I'm new with all this stuff. Let's see. All right, there we go. So we have 37 entries, and let's get this going.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are we ready to spin?
Hey, Kurt 5150. What's up, man?
Anybody that hadn't said anything, now's the time. Win TransTrem. Maybe one day, John. Just keep on me. Maybe. All right, here we go. We're spinning. And the winner is 6 finger to fall. Got to go all the way to Australia. Didn't we say something about if you were in the stream, you don't qualify? No.
Hey,
We'll,
what? Patty.
send it to Patty? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Patty, you've got a Van Halen sticker coming toward you. So
Patty, now you're getting a tuner and a sticker.
there we go. So that's nice of you, 6. I'll send that off to Patty.
Patty says the TransTrem will be great as well. Okay, yeah.
I don't think the box that this goes in will fit the TransTrem. So congratulations to Patty. All right, let me get a little something going here. Let's see. There we go. So the music, in case anybody's wondering, the entry music that I played before we went live and the exit music here that I'm playing, this is a band that I was in several years ago. So all the guitars that you hear are me playing. Yay me. No. It's just, I thought it was pretty cool stuff, and it's free for me to use. I don't have to worry about copyrights on it. So I think it's pretty jamming. What do you guys think?
I like it, man. I like it.
Cool. No. Again, thank you everybody for coming out. We'll see everybody next time. Going to be doing something on Sunday, do another chat and jam, hang out. Hope to see everybody there. If I get that pickup in, maybe I will go ahead and start putting that into the other TransTrem guitar, or I can save that for the next TransTrem Thursday. I don't know. I'm kind of antsy when I get something. I want to get it started, so maybe I don't know. Maybe Sunday, maybe next Thursday. I don't know if I can wait. So But again, thank everybody in the chat for coming on out. I see Kurt 5150. I didn't see you earlier, so welcome and catch you later. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. Robbie, we're going to check in with you later on and see how you're doing on those guitars. Amanda, don't be a stranger. Come back and see us anytime. Six, I'm glad we got to hear a little bit of your jamming. It was really low, but we were able to hear it through this time. Sounded very, very cool, dude.
Right on, Miles.
R2R3, as always, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, brother.
We may as well call it the OU812 and R2R3 show now. You've been supporting me pretty well, so I appreciate that. Everybody in the chat, have a good night. Thanks for coming to see us, and we'll see you next time. Catch everybody later. Bye.